Welcome for joining the Loving Kindness meditation this evening. Well, spending some time to calm ourselves and infuse our hearts with the loving wishes of loving kindness, which we refer to as Metta, can be really helpful in bringing a balance into our life. And from the techniques we put into practice in our meditation, it is not difficult to extend loving kindness into our life, letting it guide us in our thoughts, our speech, and actions. A question was asked, how can we avoid being taken for granted if we have a lot of metta? For some people, they think, oh, it's maybe too much of metta, that others may see our kindness as weakness. They say that maybe we might end up being their victims of being bullied or being treated like a servant or an errand boy. Where do we draw the line to show kindness of metta? Now, my response is that by practicing metta, it doesn't mean that we allow others to walk over our head. Because if we do, we will later develop resentment and anger, and that will actually work against our practice. If you find the actions or speech of others unacceptable, then it is good for us to be able to give them clear feedback, but in a manner that is firm and peaceful. We do not want to vent our anger or speak in a manner that makes the other party feel really angry or inflamed, and which actually set the conditions of replying anger with more anger. So that is something that we want to avoid. So we should communicate to say why the action or the speech of the other party is not acceptable to us, and maybe even drawing the repercussions of these actions and speech, the repercussions that it have on others, and then to maybe mention the kind of change that we expect to see. So we can actually give this kind of feedback in a very calm and clear manner, not with the purpose of making a person feel bad, but it's just a kind of a feedback so that a person will be able to change the way they communicate. So we do this with a calm mind. We communicate our unhappiness because we are unhappy, but without anger. So sometimes we need to stand up to raise the voice or show our objection to a condition that is unsatisfactory. I think there is a Buddhist story about there was this snake that happens to be practicing loving kindness metta. So this snake landed up in a basket, and sometimes snakes, the scales of the snake make them look like a piece of rope. So the villagers came around and saw that there was what they assumed to be a piece of rope in a basket, and the little boys were tying the snake into knots and flinging it around and all that. And of course, the snake suffered so much, but the snake didn't do anything. So at the end of it, when everything was done and when the snake was badly beaten up or abused by the actions of the villagers, the advice was that if you're a snake, the least you can do is to hiss. You can shh, so the others will know that, oh, this is a snake and it's not a piece of rope. Yeah, so even when we practice metta, sometimes we need to hiss when things are not right, and this is in order to set things in the right position. When everyone is friendly and they respond positively to us, it is actually quite easy to practice metta, isn't it? You're in a nice neighborhood, everybody is nice to you. So practicing metta is not so difficult. It is only becomes a challenge when people become unfriendly to us or who disturbed us, to the extent that we find that, wow, it is hard to practice the Dhamma. It is hard for us to practice. In the Buddha's time, there was a lady in the village who was known for her kindness and pleasantness. And everybody in the village thought that, wow, she's such a lovely lady, very kind. But her maid didn't believe that. So the maid started testing her mistress by getting up late successively over a few days, getting later and later and never do her duty. So eventually the lady showed her true colors. She was very abusive, and she was throwing things at the maid, scolding her, beating her up. And then the maid came up to say, everybody thought that my mistress, a lovely lady, would see what she has done to me. That's when the true colors come out. So the true test is when the situations are not as harmonious or as good. That is to show how well our practice has been progressing, and that's a way to test it. So really, unfriendly people give us the opportunity to develop our metta. Socrates has a very quarrelsome and abusive wife, and so she will abuse him every day. Very quarrelsome wife. So one day, Socrates' students saw that he was depressed, he was down, and they asked him why he was looking so down. He says because his wife was away. And they say, oh, when your wife is away, that should be a reason for you to be happy. No, she said that my wife actually gave me a good reason to practice patience every day. And there was also a case of a guru whose assistant is very much disliked by his disciples because the assistant, the guru, is quite a handful, and nobody seems to like him. So when he was away, the guru says that, well, do not talk badly about the assistants, because suddenly the assistants gave the guru a reason to practice all the virtues. So we need to use our wisdom when dealing with difficult people. We need to understand the factors that are contributing to a person's behavior. Sometimes a person is experiencing stress and it doesn't know how to handle it, and so this has given rise to his aggressive behavior. If you can understand what he's going through, maybe we will have compassion instead of anger, right? This is when we can do that. It means that we're going beyond our immediate needs. We are going beyond our immediate perspective of what we like and what we don't like, but learning how to see the issue from a broader and wiser perspective. There was a story of a man who went to the market to get some eggs. This story came from Ajahn Brahm. A man who went to the market to get some eggs. So one afternoon he had a day off from work, and his wife was busy cooking dinner, and she was so busy and she ran out of eggs. So she asked him whether he would go to the market to get some eggs for her. Now he himself had never been to the market. So as soon as he arrived at the market, there was this young man who came forward to him and started abusing him. He says, you got a face like a back end of a camel, and you also smell of dog poo. And so the abuse kept on coming. And the husband didn't know the young man, so he was saying, why are you saying all these things? What have I done? But to no avail. And this young man kept on scolding, abusing, and criticizing. And worst of all, it was a public place, and everybody could hear and was looking in his direction. So in your case, would you get embarrassed if that happened to you? Well, for this husband, he did. He was embarrassed. So we went home fuming, angry, very angry. So as soon as he got home, walked through the front door, his wife asked, oh, you are early, dear. Did you get the eggs? And he says, no, and don't ever send me to the stupid market again. I don't want to go there. The people down there are just horrible in the marketplace. And so the wife soothed him down. Wives are very good in learning how to soothe the anger of the husband down. So when he's calmed down enough, when he comes to his senses, then he told her what happened. He says, I didn't even know that fella. Why did he carry on like that? I felt so humiliated by him. And the wife says, what did he look like? And so the man described the appearance of the abuser. And straight away she recognized, oh, it's him. Oh, that poor man. That poor man had an accident when he was young. He hit his head and suffered permanent brain damage. So the poor boy never went to school, never had a job, nor will he ever find a wife who can share his evenings with. He's mentally deranged and brain damaged. And when he gets into the market, he curses everyone, he curses me. Sometimes he abuses everyone. He's just crazy. Now, as soon as the husband understood the reason why the abuse came, that it came from a crazy man, all his anger disappeared. And when his wife saw that, she took the opportunity and said, well, I still need those eggs, dear. Don't mind that guy, he's crazy. And then he said, okay, I'll go and get the eggs. And he went back into the market with a basket. And again, that crazy guy came up to him. Hold your noses, everybody. Here comes dog poo. Close your eyes. Camel faces here, and so on and on. So the man went to the store, bought some eggs while he's being abused all the way. But it didn't matter anymore now because he knew the young guy was crazy. All right. So I think that sometimes when we know the reason why a person is acting in the way they do, so instead of having anger, you have compassion. So sometimes we need just to go beyond our normal instinct and what pleases us at a certain time. We need to understand the underpinnings of a person's actions. While sometimes people have habitual tendencies of speech and behavior, now you will not be able to change that, but you can certainly change your perception of the situation and thereby responding in a peaceful way, that is with loving kindness and with compassion. We should recognize our limitations in dealing with difficult people. If our foundation in Metta is not so strong and we are lacking in understanding and wisdom, it is easy for us to be reactive and to succumb to the situation. When we associate with people like that, our negative emotions will just arise. Sometimes we just cannot help but feel angry, upset, or depressed. If we are not in a position to be proactive and to control our emotions, maybe the next better thing is for us to move to a different environment to avoid their company. If you find that you're not able to control yourself, or you're not able to change the situation, then maybe go somewhere else. Move out from that environment into a more harmonious environment. So that will give us space to practice loving kindness. We can also develop our loving kindness so that later on we might have greater strength and resilience to handle them. But bear in mind that some of our difficulties are related to our karmic relationship from the past. Now, we don't know the nature of our karma or their karma, other people's karma. Neither do we know how we are related to one another and how come we are put in a situation that we have to deal with them, with these people on a daily basis. Otherwise, we may possibly continue to experience the same unhappy situation in the future. And we keep meeting with the same people again and again. And that makes us feel trapped like a never-ending nightmare. So sometimes when a situation arises, it is good for us to learn how to confront and to overcome the cycle of tension and anger and learn how to break it. That becomes our training session on how to overcome this setback. If you run away from it, we will continue to encounter the same situation. So some of these situations is there to teach us how to develop certain strength, how to overcome certain weaknesses. So they keep on popping again and again until we finally could overcome that by doing something really positive. It's like a never-ending hatred and anger towards people, A and B. A attacks B, and the next life B attacks A, and it keeps on going until such a time when one party or both parties realizes that this cannot go on like that. It's better to put a stop to all that and just practice loving kindness instead. There are many Buddhist stories to illustrate this principle. So we practice metta as a way of cultivating the hidden potential within us of loving kindness. And we normally start sending metta to ourselves first, because the base is ourselves, our mind, our emotions. And then after that, we extend loving kindness to our loved ones. Of course, in the practice of loving kindness, you could later on begin to send it to people who are neutral to you, including people who are like enemies to you. In our practice tonight, we will not cover enemies, not yet, because I think we need to develop our base and strengthen our metta just on the people that we generally could feel love and kindness to, that easier for us to send love and kindness to. But when your metta becomes very well developed, then obviously you like to bring everybody into the ambit of your loving kindness, including your enemies or people who are adverse to you. So we learn. So this is really a practice session. We're just developing our metta, all right? And over time, our metta will grow, and we send metta to all with sincerity, including those unfriendly to us. When we continue to practice loving kindness and develop a strong aura of compassionate love, our conditions can change. We may not be aware that the anger inside us is also attracting anger from others. So when our mind is angry, we perceive others as angry. And we also bring out the angry tendency of others. Yeah? So when we develop peace and calmness in our mind, we also encourage others to adopt a peaceful mind. So we need to examine our actions and our own shortcomings before blaming others. In difficult situations, we need to arouse our determination to overcome our negative emotions. Our line of defense is the love and kindness that we have cultivated, which insulate us against angry emotions, and in turn enable us to respond in a peaceful manner that does not give anger, that does not give rise to anger from the other person, from the other party. For our practice tonight, we will make use of 4 wishes, the 4 wishes that we first send to ourselves, 4 wishes of loving kindness, and then we make use of these 4 wishes to send to others. So we need to create a condition for our own mind to be peaceful and uplifted before sending metta to others. So this is part of our cultivation, how we cultivate our heart and mind through metta. The 4 wishes are, and we are going to do this in our practice. The first wish is, may my heart be peaceful and free. And that is having the ease of being free from hostility, from anger, from aversion, from hatred and grudges. Second wish is, may my mind be happy. And that is having a contented and relaxed mind that is free from fear, worries, and anxieties. The third wish is the wish for your good health. May my body be healthy, so that you enjoy good health and you are free from physical pain, such as sicknesses and ill health. And the fourth wish is, may I be well and happy. And that is to live your life with ease, with happiness. So those are the 4 wishes that we make use of in our loving kindness meditation. But again, as I've mentioned in the past, if you find that maybe there are too many wishes to remember, basically if you're just starting off this meditation, then you can just make use of 1 wish and just use that. Later on you can extend, you can increase the number of wishes. Because sometimes when you have four wishes to make, if you're new to this meditation, you find, wow, you cannot handle that, you get confused. Okay? So let us feel comfortable in our practice. You sit in a comfortable fashion, keeping your back straight, and just relaxing yourself, bringing your heart to a point of contentment. And you feel comfortable, and in your mind's eye, you could see the people whom you like to share loving kindness to. All right? And I'll guide you through the meditation. So let me ring the bell, and then we can get started. Sit in a relaxed posture. I hope the volume is okay, because I received a message that they're not hearing very much. Is that all right? Are you hearing me okay? Okay, now let us continue. Bring out our mind to a state of peace and calmness, and just be aware of our breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in and out, you feel more peaceful. The breath is a very useful object to bring the mind to the present awareness. Just watching the breath itself will bring our mind home to this moment. And when the mind is focused on one object, you find that it becomes less stressful, more peaceful. And now let us proceed to the practice of the inner smile. First, be aware of the crown of your head. Can you feel the sensations on your scalp? Putting your attention to the top of your head, and put a smile in your crown. Allow the crown to smile. Can you feel the relaxation, the peace, the happiness that comes with a smile at your crown area? Now let the smile flow down to your forehead. Let your forehead smile. And now just be aware of the spot between your eyebrows. Let the smiling energy accumulate to that spot and smile. And be aware of your face, bringing smiles to your face, to your neck. At the base of your neck is your thyroid gland. Smile at your thyroid gland. And now to your heart. Be aware of your heart. Let your heart open up with relaxation and happiness. Bringing a smile to your heart. Letting go of the tensions that are stored in your heart. And now a smile to your lungs. Feel your lungs breathe in easily. And gratitude to your heart and lungs for keeping you alive from day to day, from moment to moment. And now down to your solar plexus, which happens to be a junction of nerves, and negative emotions are normally felt most acutely at the solar plexus, like the feeling of fear or anxiety or jealousy or panic. you will find that the solar plexus will tighten up very much. And this will somehow jump up the stomach and also affect the organs that are connected to the solar plexus. So bring in the smiling energy to your solar plexus so that you relax yourself in transforming the negative emotions into something positive, something light, positive, happy, relaxed. And now to the right side of your body, to your liver. Just below your rib cage. Bring a smile to your liver. And then to the back, to your kidneys. Just below your rib cage on both sides of the spine are your kidneys. A smile for your kidneys. And now to the left side. This will be where your spleen is. Bring a smile to your spleen. And just beneath your spleen will be your pancreas. Pancreas is also resting against the side of your stomach. Smile at your pancreas. You bring a smile to your stomach and intestines. There's your digestive system. So for the intestines, we cover both the small as well as the large intestines. We send the smiling energy to your urinary tract, to your bladder, and the prostate gland for males, and the ovaries and uterus for females. Now your main organs of the body are now covered with smile and relaxation. Now let us come back to the breath again, watching the breath. As you breathe in and out, you know there's a sensation of the breath coming in and leaving the body. This could be at your nostril area or a little higher up, or maybe the back of your throat or your chest or your abdomen. Doesn't matter where you experience this sensation. The place where the sensation is most prominent, that's where you place your attention. And now just watch your breath with a sense of relaxation. You watch your breath come and go. And as you do, you have a sense of relaxation and calmness. In order to help your mind anchor on your breath, it might be useful to do a little bit of counting. As you breathe in and out, you count as 1. And in and out, you count as 2, and so on, up to the number 10. And upon reaching number 10, you return back to number 1. Okay? So let us just watch the breath and counting the breath as we move along. Now we watch the breath in another manner. As you breathe in, you calm yourself. And as you breathe out, you relax yourself and smile. As you breathe in and out, you experience the whole body that moves with the breath. Breathing in, you calm yourself. Breathing out, you smile in your heart and relax. So now we send loving kindness first to ourselves. Putting a smile in your heart, you make the wish. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my heart be peaceful and free. Next wish, may my mind be happy. Third wish is a wish for your body. May my body be healthy. Fourth wish, may I be well and happy. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. Now let us send our thoughts of loving kindness, our wishes, to the first group of people to whom we drew a lot of benefit from. They have given out of kindness, compassion, and concern for us. They have given us so much, taught us, fed us, protected us, always thinking about our well-being and happiness. So here, out of gratitude, we think of the qualities. We send our wishes of loving kindness to them. In this group will include our parents, our grandparents, and our teachers and mentors. So if you're sending loving kindness to them, just have in your mind's eye the image of them, maybe them sitting right in front of you as you make a wish. If you're sending to your mother, you will say, Mother, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. Then you have in your mental image, your mother in a good mood, smiling. She's in a good frame of mind. So speak to her with a kindness and love. In the same manner, you'll send those wishes to your father, to your grandparents, and to your teachers, whom you have derived a lot of knowledge and learning. All right, so now let's send loving kindness to this first group of people. You know, we send loving kindness to our immediate family members. You can send your loving kindness to your spouse, to your children, your grandchildren. But if you don't have an immediate family of your own, you can only send to your brothers and sisters, nephews and nieces. All right, so let's send our wishes of loving kindness to our immediate family members. Now we send our thoughts of loving kindness to beings around the world. Let us think that the beings of this world are gathered around us, and they have all assumed a human form. And so there are beings in every direction. And we make wishes to beings in the forward direction, in the 6 different directions. So to all the beings in the forward direction, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. Beings in the rightward direction. Beings in the backward direction. Beings in the leftward direction. Beings in the downward direction. Beings in the upward direction. Now you send your loving kindness to beings in all directions throughout the world, known and unknown, seen and unseen. Those who are in the water, travels on land, flies in the air, in all directions. May beings, may their heart be peaceful and free. May their mind be happy. May their body be healthy. May they be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. Let us invoke on the blessings of the Triple Gem, the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, to give blessings to them. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanganubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Let's focus our attention within and observe the peace and calmness inside. In the quietness of your mind, you send out wholesome thoughts, sharing your merits of the jivas with your guardian deities and protectors. May they rejoice in these merits and in turn guide and protect you and your loved ones. May they give blessings to the supporters, donors, and members of BGF. And we are also praying for the other Buddhist organizations worldwide. May the Buddhism flourish. We also pray for a more peaceful year in our country as well as in the world. Etta vatacha amehi sampadam puya sampadam sabideva sabisata sabibhuta anumodantu sabbasampati siddhya. That is also transfer merits, especially to those who have given so much love to us, but who are no longer in this world now. We cannot repay them for their kindness, but we can dedicate merits to them. Tonight, let us share merits, transfer merits to Sister Lim So Hong, who passed away at the age of 53 years old on the 12th of April. She had been BJF secretary once and brings lots of cheerfulness in a relationship with others. She leaves behind her husband, Brother Lam Chipeng, and 2 sons. Let's transfer merits. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us close by making some aspirations. By the grace of this merits that we have accumulated, may we never follow the way of the foolish. May we be blessed with wise friends and skillful teachers. May we always remain on the path of Dharma wherever we are, and may we one day achieve the highest place of Nibbana. Imina punya kamena mami bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana patiya. As closing invocation, giving thanks for all the blessings, guidance and protection received. O Buddha, my spiritual master and refuge, thank you for the blessings, guidance and protection. The Dhamma, holy saints and spiritual teachers, bodhisattvas, Dhamma protectors and devas, thank you for the blessings, guidance and protection. May the Buddha be at my head, the Dhamma in my heart, and the Sangha by my side to guide and protect me always. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear-struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share in this merits that we have jointly acquired. May this merit help to bring them good health, happiness and peace. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power, to share in this merits of ours, and may they long protect the Buddha Sasana. Let us say sadhu, 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 sadhu.